From our studio in New Orleans, Louisiana, my name is Harmon Dash with another Make It Fair commentary. Ever since Donald Trump first endeavored to become president, the phrase "drain the swamp" has become ubiquitous. It was Trump's promise to take out the corrupt establishment Washington's become known for and replace them with outsiders who'd worked tirelessly for, quote, the forgotten people, who themselves have worked tirelessly but have been ravaged by the growing economic inequalities that plague our nation. But for the crawfishermen of Louisiana, they're fast learning an entirely different meaning to those three words, drain the swamp, as moves by Trump's EPA are fast draining Louisiana swamps of economic opportunity while poisoning our favorite little mud bugs. It wasn't that long ago that the Atchafalaya Basin supported 3,000 fishing jobs. Today, though, that's down to just about 300. Now, this isn't a trend that began when Trump took office. Crawfishermen like Ben Bienvenu have been engaged in a legal fight with the oil and gas industry for over a decade, as exploration and production operations have damaged the overflow swamp's habitat. Even though the permits to lay these pipelines in the basin stipulated that oil and gas companies return any spoil that accumulated from dredging to its original location, the stipulation has never been enforced, so the companies never bothered to comply. A quote from Ben Bienvenu reads, "They laid all these pipelines east to west. The natural flow of the water is north to south." At the time, the fishermen didn't know any better. It was easier for them oil and gas companies because nobody was watching. The result? All this overdevelopment has crippled Louisiana's crawfish population, leaving those who depend on our swamp waters to earn a living the ability to produce merely an estimated 25% of the haul they used to bring in before all these pipelines were laid, decimating jobs and crawfish boils. Bienvenu felt, and rightfully so, the political powers that be offered no oversight into the oil and gas industry's destruction of the Atchafalaya, which is why he cast his vote for Donald J. Trump. But since Trump has taken office, this egregious trend has only widened, as Trump's EPA under Scott Pruitt has rolled back loads of other protective regulations while greenlighting new permits for even more pipelines. It's become painfully obvious to crawfishermen like Bienvenu that under the Trump administration, protecting his environment is taking a back seat to the deep pockets of the oil and gas industry, who can afford to buy the policy outcomes they want, no matter how many waters, jobs, or lives they destroy in the process. And in this case, we're seeing the destruction of an entire culture. It's another example of literally thousands of examples why we at Make It Fair support the American Anti-Corruption Act. If you're an American who feels the donor class are the only people being heard by our government, the American Anti-Corruption Act is the one way we, the people, can return democracy to its rightful definition, where every single citizen has an equal voice regardless of what any one of us has in our bank account, and we can do it without the need for congressional action. Go to our website, makeitfair.us, to read up on all the American Anti-Corruption Act has to offer and add your name to the list of millions of Americans who want our democracy back.